All right, today's discussion, we're going to talk about market comps. PadSplit owners, if you think about our business model, we take a single family house and we turn it into a little baby multifamily property. In each one of those rooms, we rent out at one set amount, including utilities, one week at a time. The problem is sometimes we get stuck in our own little co-living bubble and we don't look at what's going on in the macro rental universe. As an investor, I start there. I want to know what's going on in my market across every different category, especially the multifamily category. Right now, in our core markets as a pad split operators, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in any place in Florida, if you're in Texas, and you're not aware of what's going on in the multifamily world, you may not be aware of these trends that you need to be aware of when it comes to pricing, location, the product that you're putting on there, because this will affect occupancy. I'm going to start with pricing. In our major markets, multifamily operators, where they saw a glut of supply, meaning more doors are coming into those markets. Austin, Texas jumps out as a massive example. For the last couple of years, multifamily operators have been building large rental portfolios of multifamily houses and multifamily apartment complexes all over Austin, thinking that that boom was never going to end. What are they seeing now? A glut of supply. And if anybody took economics 101, when supply goes up and demand stays the same, that demand is going to seem like it's much lower. So how do you compete? How do the multifamily operators compete? You're seeing it every day right now. 1 or 2 month concessions of free rent. Those prices are all being depressed. So if we're looking at this space and what's going on in the macro markets of rentals, and our investors as co-living investors ourselves are thinking that we're in our own little bubble and it's not impacted by this, you're wrong. Here's what good operators or the most aware operators in a co-living space, they realize that all we run little small multifamilies, and we are impacted by what's going on in this market demands across all of our markets. So if you're not paying attention to what multifamilies are offering in terms of concessions and what the trend is for rent pricing, you're going to be caught off guard. Take a look, pick your head up and start looking around at what multifamilies are doing across all of these markets. And if you're seeing 1 to 2 to 3 month concessions, that's the impact that it's having in the multifamily market. It impacts co-living operators as well. So take a look at your own pricing. If you're having a slow time filling, if you're struggling in that space, it may not be because of your little tile and picture. It may be because what that apartment complex down the street is doing. If you're a buyer and you see somebody's giving you 3 months of free rent, that may impact their decision to live in what they would essentially find more value in a co-living property for 1 bedroom in a shared house with all utilities. If it's the same price now because they got 2 or 3 or 4 months free, that person's typically going to choose a 1-1 or a studio apartment because the numbers just make sense. So as an operator, be aware of what's going on in every one of your markets. Look to the left, look to the right. If you have friends that are in that space, they will tell you what's going on. That consistent trend, while it's not going to last forever, today, it's impacting our pricing. It's impacting our demand. If you're stubborn and you're slow to change and adjust pricing as an operator to compete in this marketplace, you're going to get left behind. So the hint of the day or the tip of the day is be aware of what market trends are doing, adjust accordingly, and compete as an operator, because that's how we make our money is we collect rent. And if we're so unappealing because we're so late to change and adapt, you're going to get left behind.